Hey, what's up? It's Alex at Ingage, and today, let's build an interactive timeline. All right, so I've opened the page up in Ingage Desktop, and as you can see, it's a freestyle page. And I built the background simply by taking this image of some beautifully knolled bicycle parts and just cutting the opacity down to 35%. So you can see here's the original image. Here it is at 35%. I've just lined it up there. That way you can see some of the background color from the page coming through, and it makes it feel nice and on brand. I've added a rectangle across the bottom. And one thing I always like to make sure to do is extend my rectangles all the way under the nav bar. That way they get that nice blur effect there. Now, on this page, we've kept the title to be pretty small. That way the focus of the page really remains on the timeline itself. But of course, we're using the freestyle text to style the text in two different weights inside the text box. And of course, we've got our logo here in the corner, positioned very precisely using the inspector just to ensure that it is in the same exact location on each page. So to build the timeline itself, what I've done is taken 5 circle shapes, which you can add to your page by hitting the plus button and going down to shape and choosing circle, or you can always just type the letter C there. And I've styled them with a brand color. I've also put a pretty fat border on them. I'm using a 12-point border. That way they have a really nice graphic feel. And I've layered them on top of this other rectangle shape, which I've cranked the quarter radius up all the way to 36 points. It'll automatically figure out, whatever the half of the height is for the maximum corner radius. So it gives you a nice pill shape there. This is also just styled with a white. Actually, this is actually styled using the light blur effect. That way you can see a little bit of whatever's behind it. Let me just punch undo, put those back in there. And we just keep building layers on top of layers. So there's a hotspot, which obviously we're using to pop up the different steps there. And then we've got a text layer on top of each of those circles. And we've got our text styled in here, and we're using center align, vertical, and horizontal. That way we're making sure that it's perfectly lined up inside those circles. Here we're using the media pop-up, styled as a hotspot. So here's how you get to that. Of course, you can add it as a button or a point of interest, and then we switch the visual style later. But I'll double click to edit that. And here we've got our pop-up with some style text using our brand colors again. Always making sure to check your font, make sure you've got consistent branding throughout your presentation. It'd be great to use video inside these. And of course, you don't have to use the media pop-up. You could always use the image carousel or any of the other types of pop-ups we have here. So there you've got it. Your timeline page, you could use from anything from explaining the steps to fitting a bicycle like we've got here, to your company history, to the steps to renovating an old jalopy or something. Anyway, we can't wait to see what you build with Ingage. Reach out if you ever have any questions. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we've got plenty of design tips coming up soon. Thanks for watching.